Hi guys, I thought I'd give you another example of pressure volume work to see if that may make a little more sense to you than the piston example I used today in class. So just to recap, the equation that we're using for that is the change in energy is equal to the heat flow minus pressure times the change in volume. Now this means that if there is a negative volume change, so the system reduces in volume, the corresponding energy change will be positive. This means that work is being done on the system. And that makes sense because you've got negative P times a negative delta V, giving you a work term that's positive. That's work coming in, work being done on the system. On the other hand, if your volume change is positive, your volume increases, then that's going to contribute to a negative delta E overall. Your negative pressure term is going to be multiplied by a positive delta V, so that work term overall will be negative. And negative work is work done by the system. The system is expending energy. Let's take a look at this in action. I have a balloon. So if I assume that this balloon is my system, then the atmosphere here in the office, the air in my office, is the surroundings. And remember that work is force over distance. It's things that are moving because something is pushing on them. So I'm going to blow up this balloon. As I blow up the balloon, air is entering the balloon. That air pushes on the walls of the balloon, there's our force, and then the walls of the balloon move outwards, there's our distance. This is work that the balloon system is doing. So it's a positive volume change, which means that our P delta V term and therefore our work term is negative. And that's negative work, work done by the system. The air inside the balloon moves the walls out into the surrounding atmosphere. Now what happens if I open the balloon and let things come back to equilibrium? Aside from a very funny noise. What happened was the atmosphere, the surroundings, pushed the walls of the balloon back in. The atmosphere, therefore, is doing the work. It's the one that's pushing those balloon walls in. There's our force over distance. When you have a negative delta V that combines with the minus pressure term to give you an overall positive work term, which increases the energy level of the system. So to recap, positive volume increase, work is being done by the system because it's pushing outward, force over distance. If, on the other hand, your volume decreases, then there's work being done on the system. I hope that clears things up. I'll see you guys on Friday.